The glorious Mr. H, looking very mighty fine.
As always. Would you describe yourself, sir, as a nostalgic romantic?
I would, yeah. I do hark back for the past a lot. I think a lot of us do. The future is quite a scary place. You don't know, but I hark back to the 70s when I was a child, and the 80s. Well, not so much the 80s, but it's well, yeah, in the 80s in the sense when we used to play in old houses and you know, garden hopping and stuff like that, which is all featured in my book, Confessions of a Celebrity Job Seeker, now on Amazon. Little plug there. So in answer to your question, I do hark for the past, Mr. H, because it's all I have really.
I'd describe myself as that. Not as I'm saying my present and my future doesn't look any bright, but I will admit sometimes, even bad situations that you've had in your life, you know, you'd like to just sort of reach out to them people and not trying to deal with them again or make them part of your life again, but just sort of making amends. Perhaps that's more to do with ourselves.
Rectifying things.
And perhaps that's more of a need from us than the other party, but...
Do you think the young you would? What do you think the young you would think of the present you?
Oh God, I don't know, sir. I think he'd be appalled. I mean, he was very against lager, wasn't he?
Yeah, rotting your liver.
Rotting your liver and stuff. What a twat I was, sir. Actually thinking.
We were all twats, sir. You know.
I think he'd be appalled at that. The fact that I know I travel, and that's more thanks to my good lady.
Yeah,
you know, behind every great man, sir, is a great woman.
It's
with
true.
a frying pan, not much. But
this is true, mate. You know, it's.
But yeah, you know, I travelled. I don't think he would have ever done that.
No, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what my. I think my young self wouldn't hardly be fucking surprised at how I turned out. He'd be fucking folding his arms in a Sergio Tacchini tracksuit saying, no change there then, you're still a wanker. You know, but here we are. But
I think the younger selves of us was laden with a lot of guilt and a lot of fear of the unknown, not necessarily fear of doing anything. You know, it's like travelling. I'll be honest with you, sir, going off travelling for a minute. Regarding driving, I was scared for years.
I was scared of going on motorways for years. I was petrified, and now I can handle motorways, you know.
Yeah, nothing other. I mean, you know, you go on our motorways, get on German autobahn, those are a bit of fun.
I don't know if it's our generation. We was indoctrinated with a lot of fear of this is the only way you can go.
Yeah.
And if you don't, and so for many years, you know, we was what you call bums on the dole, weren't we? Dossing around and just eating chips and sat on locks drinking milk.
I mean, now still am.
Yeah, we used to do 6 pies each in a sitting in Metal Court.
Barbecue party.
But you know, I'm still a bum, if you want to call it that. But that's the way things turn out, isn't it? You know, it's one of them things.
My parents personally, they didn't sort of hinder me doing anything. But there was no encouragement, if that makes any sense.
I was never encouraged or guarded. I was just left to my own devices.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say.
Please your fucking self.
Which is no good, you know. You need that, even if it's just for turn around and say it's fucking stupid idea.
Yeah.
You know.
No guidance at all.
Well, actually, I did get it knocked back. I wanted to be a fireman. And my father not me, you know, he taught me.
There's no money in that game.
Well, it wasn't that, you know. I think he laid on me. How would you feel if you pulled a dead child out of a bird? You know.
Happy.
I mean, at the end of the day, it would have been it would have bothered you, but you have to think of people you would have got right. But anyway.
I wanted to be a scrap metal dealer, but my father told me there was no money in it. You know, and so that was my thing. But it was our generation. They transpose their own fears and inadequacies onto you. Yeah, and I suppose it becomes a cycle, doesn't it? A perpetual cycle. Because their fathers did it to them and their probably great-grandfather, you know, and so on, and the beat goes on.
I think my father's never set foot out of this country. I know your dad's been out, but he went abroad with Army, didn't he?
Sorry, there's a fly on our food.
Oh, go on.
Go on, fuck off.
Yeah, father did his national service. He was one of the last people to do that. Wasn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah,
But my dad didn't. My dad got out of it
yeah.
through fear again.
I sometimes wish I'd joined the army, but
I don't think it would have been any good for our times
No.
because we can't take orders, mate.
no, we're kind of anti-authority, aren't we? Like rabble rousers. But there you go. We'll call time on this one, Mr. H.
Yes, sir. No problem.